Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here. Hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday morning. Today is the 24th anniversary of the terrorist attacks, 9/11 in New York City, and I know we were talking about it a little bit on air. There are a lot of events happening here across Eastern Carolina. I know you mentioned you were actually on the air when you first got wind of the news.
Yeah, when it was all happening, doing the morning show with Amanda Ross at the time, 24 years ago. And, at first it was like, not really sure what's going on. Right. I remember, I think it was Matt Lauer broke in and said, it looks like a plane has hit one of the towers. We're going to get as much as we know to. You could tell that the full scope of what was going on wasn't known. Not until the plane hit the Pentagon down near D.C. Then it was like, oh my gosh, the full realization of the scope and the magnitude of what was happening. It was really hard to fully take it in at first. We quickly gave over to the Today Show, and they started going nonstop. And I don't remember how long they were nonstop on air, but it was probably one of the longest running continuous national news shows, all the networks. That event, obviously, absolutely historic. Nearly 3,000 lives claimed during that attack. And the memories are still like yesterday. When the anniversary comes up, it all hits you again, no doubt.
Right. I wasn't born at the time yet, but I do know that when I was in school, each and every year, our teachers on the day, or if it happened on a weekend, the day before or the day after, would tell us about what they remember, what they recall when they first heard of the news, and they would ask us. And I was in the first class where we weren't around yet. We wouldn't have any recollection. So kind of the gravity of that, them realizing that, it's been quite a while now, and we're still reflecting, and some of those memories, like you said, they feel like yesterday.
Yeah, there are certain images I still can't look at. Certain images from that day, I've got to turn away from the TV when I see them popping up. It's like it's just too horrific. It's too hard to kind of, and I didn't even lose a loved one, so I can't imagine, the pain that a lot of these folks still feel on these anniversaries when they come up. A very important day today as we kind of reflect and think about all the implications of that day, and most importantly, remember the nearly 3,000 lives that were lost on that day. Unbelievable.
Right, and I know that there are a lot of memorials, remembrances happening across the East today to honor those lives, all those who were lost, all the heroes who are also lost in that point. Yep. And we do have a graphic of just some of the places if you're interested in attending a certain memorial service in a certain area. We have. These are some of the events that are happening across the East. So Jacksonville is having a Patriot Day observance at the Lejeune Memorial Gardens, and that is open to the public as well. Greenville, there will be a tribute stair climb at Town Bank Tower, and those will be some Greenville first responders who are making that climb up. In Washington, there's going to be a memorial walk, 8:30, Crab Park Lighthouse by the Stewart Parkway. That tribute walk is going to include a prayer there as well. In New Bern, there are a few events in New Bern, one being a memorial service at 8:30 at Memorial Park. They're going to have speakers there, a bagpipe performance, as well as a bell ring. And then we're going to hop on over to this next right here. We have also Kinston is hosting a Day of Remembrance as well at Pearson Park. And they are going to have a service that includes members from emergency services as well as the Green Lamp Community Action Organization. And then, like I mentioned, two other New Bern events. There's going to be another stair climb at the Twin Rivers YMCA. There will be two firefighters there that are going to be climbing 110 flights of stairs in their full gear. And then finally, we also have a New Bern Flag Day ceremony later this afternoon, 1:30 at Ben D. Quinn Elementary School. And they're going to be having a program that includes the New Bern High School junior ROTC and their drill team as well. I know there are probably a lot of other events happening around the East today, but these are just some of the events that we found, and those are all on our website as well with all the full details, the address, the times as well, so you could check that out if you're interested in going to one of those events later this morning.
Yeah, and I think most of the events will be dry. There may be an exception or two. Greenville, we've had some light rain this morning. The ground is wet out there. I think by the time the Greenville event was at 8:30, we should be dry. But a few sprinkles, few light raindrops dancing around on the radar. This afternoon, we'll finally get a few peaks of sunshine, I think.
Great.
Although I can't shut down the rain chance until we get into probably past sunset entirely. But let's show the radar now. We'll head over to the weather computer, and I think I've got a look at the loop. This is the last, I've got it set on, I believe, a 2-hour loop there. So we're watching that little axis of light rain, which extends from Ahoskie towards Windsor, Hamilton, Hassel, I would say Canida, Tarboro, and into Pitt County. A little quick shower or two outside the studio. And we'll keep that going down into Greene County and Wayne County as well. You're not going to put much on any rain gauges, but certainly some wet roads. Using the wipers, you'll get wet out at the bus stop. You got to wait for the bus this morning in that range I'm showing you there. I think that'll diminish probably in a couple of hours. We'll get a lull midday, and then this afternoon, refire a few showers, maybe a little heavier on the showers later today. There's a look at the wet road outside the studio. Air temp 64, mid 60s generally inland under the clouds. And again, grab the umbrella as you head out. A lot of you won't use it, but better to have it in case you do catch a raindrop or two than wish you had it. Just throw it in a car, keep it nearby. Winds out of the north still, about 5 to 10 on that north breeze. There's your clouds over Washington. No rain there. The Stewart Parkway is dry. Unlikely any rain will fall there until maybe mid-afternoon, a shower or two, possibly. Not a slam dunk. Let's talk tropics, and we'll get back into the forecast. After a nice run of nothing, we now have a potential development area to dig into. So we take that ride way out into the deep Atlantic. As deja vu, like the last potential development area maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Same area, still the same name if it comes together, Gabrielle. And again, right now that chance at about 30%. Yellow shading is a low chance. This will probably creep up like the last one. And I remember being very surprised that that last one got washed out. Models do show this one developing as well, but they did with our last area also. So we'll look towards late weekend and next week, see if this does indeed come together, and then start tracking where it may end up. It's way too early. This thing hasn't even begun to form yet. A lot of time to watch. So what else is out there? Nada. The Caribbean looks great from the Antilles back to the Yucatan. A few showers there off Honduras and back off the southern Gulf of Mexico, Bay of Campeche. But nothing of any serious consequence. No big areas of low pressure coming together. So good to the Gulf. Southeast coast, our backyard I like to call it, looks good. Showers and storms dancing around from Bermuda down to the Bahamas, but not much. We'll be in and out of showers offshore into the weekend as well. Generally, none of that coming into our backyards. Got a great weekend coming, folks. Today, a few PM showers after the morning light rain well inland. AM sprinkles to Apache light rain. 79 for the high later. And again, north breeze at about 10, maybe 15 on the coast. Let's give you a look at that sat rat again. You can see that band doesn't get much west of Rocky Mount. It's kind of a little weak upper level disturbance out there, keeping those few showers in. Again, nothing heavy. We're not going to add anything to any rain gauges, nothing over a few hundredths. Rain chance, the reason I only put 20 on there now, most of you are dry. If I were forecasting for, let's say, a specific point, maybe Edgecombe County, that would be a 60% right now. But most of us dry, so I'll put 20 on there and then bump that to a 40 later for a shower or two. Once that chance goes away as the sun sets today, there's not much coming back for a while in regards to rain chances. Temps, mid to upper 60s, 70 on the coast. There's your north breeze. Anemometers throwing about a 7 out there, give or take, on your wind speed. Very reasonable. We'll double that on the coast to a 14, 15 at times this afternoon. And the highs just a click or two, maybe shy of 80. If we get enough sunshine, which we may, we'll see more 80s on that map, but I think upper 70s. Yesterday we hit about 75. We'll have 4 or 5 to that this afternoon. And the beaches, mid-70s out on the Outer Banks. All right, the coastal flood advisory has been extended through midday today, through 1 p.m. to be exact. for down east Carteret County, and then coastal Onslow County. This is more for some of those nooks and crannies, or a north wind will drive some of those water levels up. Not a big push, 1 to 2 above normal again. We've got a high tide coming around 11 a.m. That's when you would likely see some higher waters. This is more for residual high waters over the southern Pamlico Sound. We're not driving a lot of wind anymore, but it's taken a while for the waters to kind of slosh back to the northeast, for the sound to kind of level back out after the gustier winds of the last 2 days. There's that north flow between the low offshore and the high to our west, bringing in the good stuff the next few days. That green over us goes away as the sun sets. And again, that's a nice map into the weekend. Friday, tomorrow, beautiful. A lot of sunshine, stray cloud or two, and that high pressure wins the battle into the weekend. The front stays off the coast, so we'll keep that sunshine for you Saturday into Sunday. The heat stays out west, the rain stays off the coast. The good stuff stays right over us through the mountains as well. That front to the north, late Monday, may drift down the middle of next week with a little storm off the coast. But most of the data says that won't happen. So I put a little 20% in there just in case things come together next week. But right now it looks more likely we'll stay dry than get rain. The weekend, feeling good. Sunny, humidity down, afternoon highs, a little below normal. Should be around 84, 85 this time of the year, low 80s this weekend. With the mornings, love those kind of mornings. Upper 50s when the sun hits the horizon just before 7 a.m. That nice dry air. And again, next week we'll kind of hold those low to a few mid-80s. The overnights do come up a bit with a little more moisture in the air. If that low does tuck in a little closer, I'll have to bring those up a little more. But right now, I like mid-60s next week for mornings, much like we have this morning, low 80s in the afternoon. This is a heck of a nice run that's continuing weather-wise. No big rains. And we'll keep an eye on that tropical system. Usually when you get into this time of the year, big rain events come from tropical systems, whether they're remnant lows or weak systems, or hopefully not, but stronger tropical storms. Right now, none of that out there. I'm not tracking anything that's ominous. Dry run continues for a while.
Yeah, and this is good because usually we were in the peak. Are we still kind of in that peak?
You could say, yeah. Early September
is
the heart of the hurricane season,
okay, yeah.
The most active time of the year. So we're starting to just come off that crest the next couple of days. And then when we get into late September, the development really begins to taper down into October. If we can, usually I feel like if we can get to about October 10, avoiding storms, another 30 days or so, we're in a pretty good place.
Okay.
We're not there yet, but the longer we can go without a system here these next couple of weeks, the better the odds we'll avoid one this year.
Well, let's just hope. It seems like we have some good luck, though.
Yeah,
we have some good luck with all this sunshine coming in. I know the last few days have been pretty overcast and cloudy, and today we're seeing a little bit of rain here and there, but nice to see. We're going to have a beautiful weekend, and it's not one of those kind of weekends where one day is bad and the other day is okay. You can enjoy being outside both days.
Yeah, I mean, to come on air and be able to throw such great weekend weather at you. And it was a little bit of a question mark a few days ago, but it never really looked like we were going to get that wet for the weekend. And now everything's locking in on those sunny skies. So yeah, I think we deserve a nice weekend. We'll get it. Is this the last, not the last weekend of summer, I don't think. We'll get one more before we'll welcome in autumn on the 22nd. The autumnal equinox, 12 hours of light, 12 hours of darkness, losing 2 minutes a day on the sunlight, shaving it down so the days will be getting shorter. And of course that means colder air not far around the corner. In fact, our typical first frost comes right around Halloween, so we're about 6 weeks away maybe from frost, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness. All right, well thank you, Jim. And thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Just want to say hello to Esmeralda in the comments there from Chinquapin. Hope you're having a great day this morning, and George as well. He's loving the temperatures out there, just waiting for the sunshine. Don't you worry, it's coming soon.
Hopefully so, George, this afternoon. If you don't get it this afternoon, you will tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. But I think a few of us will pop a little blue skies out there later this afternoon with a stray shower as well.
All right, well, we'll be back again at 8 o'clock for another news and weather update. Hope you can join us then.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.